in the performance business since about 1999. I've done mostly racing, SVT, Mustang product development, Mustang consumer marketing. I did 4 years working directly for Carroll Shelby and the Shelby American team from 2007 to 2011. Came back, launched the Boss 302, launched the 1314 GT500, the 50 years longest running nameplate in the U.S. thanks to Corvette for getting a model year. Which model year did they forget?
83.
83. It was 83. Anyways, so that's why the Mustang is the longest continuous running nameplate out there. I've been involved in performance and doing this stuff for a while. On behalf of Ford and the Ford team, I want to thank you for being here. So first, how many, I know we have some Mustang fans here. I see at least some people who have friendly faces and Shelby names on their shirts. How many are you Mustang owners or Shelby owners? Cool. How many of you are competitive make owners? Welcome. We are so glad that you guys are here. I know that I am not going to change your mind of the love of the brand that you are driving. While we are here today, what I hope to be able to do is enlighten you on how performance means to Ford Motor Company, and then demonstrate the performance attributes and the engineering that has been in the vehicle, so that when you see a Ford or a Ford performance vehicle, you look at it a little differently. Right? I can't change your mind. I'd love to, don't get me wrong. I mean, the Corvette's a great vehicle. Gary's been driving Corvettes for a while. I mean, it's a great vehicle. I'm not going to here to denigrate the vehicle or, pound my chest and say mine's better than yours. Although we like to do that over the bar, right? I mean, we like to do that. But what I want you to walk away with is that understanding of the engineering and the innovation and technology that are going into these cars that will make them very formidable competitors to the vehicles that you're driving. With an awful lot of good performance attributes. So I'm not going to try to change your hearts and minds, and all my Mustang folks, owners over here, don't be mean to these, to the Dodge. When we have Dodge and Corvettes, I've seen a couple others. Who else? BMW. Did I see a BMW out there too? Yeah, the BMW. Anyways, please don't be mean to the people who are driving those other cars. Engage them and open into the family of performance enthusiasts. But we are really glad that you're here, and hopefully you'll have a different approach to looking at Ford in the future. So, what are we going to do here today? We are going to be going through on drag strip, on road course, and then a presentation on the innovation and technology and the engineering that is there, so you have a better understanding of the Shelby GT500. That is the fastest production Mustang, both on a road course and a drag strip that we've ever produced. So with that, what I'll do is I'll turn it over to our Ford Performance Racing instructor, Ty. This is the home of the Ford Performance Racing School. See the front fellas? Down there. Nice. When you buy a Shelby GT350, a Shelby GT500, a Focus RS, a Fiesta ST, a Focus ST, a Raptor, an Edge ST, or an Explorer ST, included in that purchase price is the opportunity to come out and drive and learn from the racing instructors those performance attributes. And a lot of us might be track rats. It's always nice when you get to go out there and do it on somebody else's tires and cars, right? So on the Edge ST and Explorer ST, we actually pay for the hotel based off of where we do it. On the rest of them, you pay for your transportation out there, and then you spend the day, evening before a meal, the day of, with the Ford Performance Racing School instructors. Now, our Raptor off-road course is still out in Utah. We have an Edge ST and an Explorer ST out in Park City, Utah. Then the rest of the pavement-related ones are here, so you're at the home of the Ford Performance Racing School here in Charlotte. And then we also have an Edge ST and Explorer ST program a little bit farther south of here. Where is it? Biltmore?
Pretty much just due west.
Due west of us here. So, with that, what I'd like to do is introduce you to Ty, who runs the Ford Performance Racing School instructors that will be here today with you and kind of walk you through the day. Ty?
Thank you, Jim. All right, you guys all excited to try some?
Oh yeah.
All right, cool, good. Glad to hear it. We have a couple different things you're going to experience today. Is that better? Oh,
Yeah.
that's a lot better. Okay, we've got a couple different things you're going to get a chance to experience here today. So there's the vehicles in a dynamic fashion. We obviously have the road course, and we're going to get a chance to go to the drag strip too. We're going to get a chance to check out or experience the launch control as well as the line lock. The instructor will talk you through how you can set different RPM launch speeds, and also there's two different modes for the line lock as well. You guys know what a line lock's for?
Burnouts.
Burnout. Yeah, burning up some visuals. But it's also, the biggest reason is to put some heat in those rear tires before you make your pass.
Burnouts.
Okay, let me back up a little bit. Yeah, we like to have a lot of fun here. All the instructors are dressed in these black shirts, black pants, shorts like I am.
Black shirt.
If you have any questions about the vehicles, please ask them. They're very knowledgeable. They have a lot of experience in the vehicles. And we like to have fun, but we don't put fun in front of safety, okay? And a couple things there, we know we all can't live without these little electronic cell phones anymore, but we ask for a couple hours. If you could just shut them off or put them in airplane mode, or if you're transferring from event to event, yeah, you can check them then. But when you're in a car, if you would, we just don't need distraction, even if it's just in your pocket and it vibrates. You would just put those away for us. Okay, cool? Okay, so, what's that? Okay, you agree, Tom? Okay, cool. Alright, so both the, anytime you're in a moving vehicle, well, the GT500, I should say, you're going to have a helmet and a Hans device, okay? Do you guys know what a Hans device is? Okay, cool. The ones we use is a Simpson Hyper device, and they're made to work with both a 4-point harness and also the 3-point belt as well. So we'll be using those because we'll be experiencing, well, if you go on the hot lap, those cars are equipped with harnesses. Alright, so on the drag strip again, you'll experience launch control and line lock. At the road course, the way it's going to work, we're going to do lead follow. You guys, anybody done lead follow before? Okay, how's that work? Fine, it works fine.
Don't pass the car in front of you.
Alright, well, what lead follow is we're going to work with little pods. Basically, we'll have pods of 3 or 4 cars. The lead car will have one of our instructors in it. Okay? You guys will be in the cars right behind them. When we go out on course, the instructor's going to give you some information. They'll be able to talk to you through the radio system with speakers in your helmets. And they'll talk about the line, and when you start rolling on the throttle, where I should be. Really, the key to driving is your vision. Yeah, you really need to keep your vision up. You'll probably hear from your instructors, look further ahead, look further ahead. And that, we've also marked the course with some cones to help keep you on the racing line. So we'll have a turn-in cone, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's where you're going to initiate a turn, and have an apex cone, which is the center where you want to clip the inside edge of the road. At that point, you want to start unwinding the wheel and feed in some throttle. But again, don't get too caught up in all that. Your instructors will be on the radio talking to you. Okay. One thing, when the instructor is at the turning cone and he starts to turn, should you start to turn then? No. Exactly right. You need to drive down to the point where he initiated the turn to start the turn. If you turn when he, at the same time he does, but not the same place, you might run out of room at the exit. So keep the car straight until you get that turning cone next time. Alright? Another key of vision is it gives your brain time to process what's happening on the track and prepare, so you can make smooth inputs with all the controls. That's the steering, braking, and the accelerator. Okay, you don't want to be using like off-on switches or jerking the wheel back. Alright? All that makes sense? Okay, cool. Well, once we cycle everybody through, you get a chance to drive the vehicles. If you're interested, you can do a hot lap with the instructor. Does that sound like fun?
The insurance company asks me to call it a demonstration drive.
Yes, please.
No competition. No, it's a thrill though, because they obviously know the place very well, so they can get around here pretty quick and really show you the full potential of the vehicle. But, what am I forgetting? Okay, challenge by choice. By that we mean when you're out there, the structures were just designed to encourage you to go quicker and quicker and quicker, but you have to judge for yourself. If your speed that you feel comfortable and going faster, you're not going to be comfortable. You need to stay at that speed, okay? Don't try to go any faster. You get out of your comfort zone. You get out of your comfort zone, bad things can happen. So, challenge by choice, and that goes for the goes for anything here today. Drag strip. If you're interested in taking passes, totally fine. And same thing with the hot laps. If you don't want to do that, or with the hot laps, you'll be able to communicate with the instructor. If you got to your point where you're like, I'm good, you can tap out and just tell them, slow down. They'll be happy to. It happens. We're used to it. So.